A little while ago, I made this. This fingerboard is a 5mm fingerboard. Put a 34mm board next to this board and this looks so wide, but not for long. So this is a 32mm fingerboard and this is a 34mm fingerboard. When you have them side by side, you can't tell like a huge difference, but you can definitely tell that that one is wider. Right now this is 34mm, but today we are going up to 50mm. We have our stack of wood ready to go in the mold, but something that this mold tends to do is split the wood apart a little bit, so I'm gonna put a little bit of tape on the outsides just because this is also really wide. We have our 50mm fingerboard in the press. This thing is huge. One thing with this mold is the bolts are only about 55mm apart, which means that's how wide we had to have our plies. So once we take this out of the mold, I cannot mess up, or else we pretty much need to start this over. But this actually looks so cool. Like, I've never pressed a fingerboard this wide before. So now we are going to wait about 3.5 hours for the glue to set, and then we will be ready to take this out of the mold. So I've been letting this sit for probably a little more like 5 hours. I got busy with other things, but now we actually get to take this out of the mold. The nice thing about this press is while the board is still in here, we're able to drill the holes through here, and then we get the holes in the exact right spot. This came out like pretty much perfect. I'm really happy that the edges didn't pull apart, but the tape definitely saved the day on that one. This just looks so wrong. So these are the shaper tools that I make most of my fingerboards with. This is basically how it works. Once you have the holes drilled on your uncut board, you place this piece on top like this. That fits right in place like so. And then this piece is the other half, and this fits on just like this. Boom, there we go. And then from here you can either just trace around this and sand that, or you can just use this right on the sander. I've kind of done both. I kind of like to trace it a little more, but this is only 32mm, so we need to figure out something else. I'm just gonna make a super faint mark on this, and we can kind of just work off of that. So I think my idea is, because this is 32mm, I think if we go up by 9mm on each side, that should be 50mm. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. I'll do the final math before we actually do that, but for now I'm pretty sure it's 9 on each side. So that would mean all we need to do is put an extra 9mm on each side, and then we can kind of just figure out the nose and tail, and then we'll be ready to cut it out. We now have the final shape on our uncut board, so now we are ready to take this out to the sander. The 50mm fingerboard is complete. I'm actually so happy about how this turned out. It is just beautiful. Pop test. Very solid. Listen to how crisp that is. I don't even know how I'm gonna add grip to this. Like, this is just so wide. The grip tape isn't even long enough for the board. I know that these look weird on such a thick board, but it's all I got. I'm actually thinking about ordering some 50mm trucks from a website that 3D prints them because they actually look really good. I'll probably link their Instagram in the description if you want to go check them out. I'm pretty sure their name is 3D Blueprints, and they pretty much just make a bunch of 3D printed fingerboard stuff. I honestly don't even know what to say about this board. Kickflip test? Failed the very first kickflip test, which means this board is absolutely garbage, but as long as you get it within 3 tries, it's a decent board. 2 tries down. 3 tries down. The kickflip test is made up anyways, it doesn't even exist. There we go, 4th try. This just feels so strange. It feels like I should be using my entire hand right now. This board feels so strange. Something I wasn't really expecting, which I guess is kind of obvious, but it feels really heavy. Like, not even just doing this, but like my hand is sore just from doing a few tricks on this. Overall, you can still do tricks on this, so that is pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this super thick fingerboard. That's the only word that describes it, it's just thick. Everybody watching this video, leave a comment for what else I should build like this. I really want to hear your guys' ideas. We made the 5mm fingerboard, we made the 50mm fingerboard, so what next? 0.5mm fingerboard? I don't even know. That's it for this week's Fingerboard Friday. If you're watching this video and you're unsubscribed, first of all, what are you even doing? Because you're probably going to end up watching another one of my videos, so you may as well hit the subscribe button straight over there. Also, if you're still watching, go watch that video over there or that one over there. And I will see you in my next video.